Can a virtual experience be better than a live experience? Well, it's a good question to ask, right? To determine whether or not one can be better than the other. Because in the day and age we're in right now, we're having to experience things we've never experienced and never thought we'd have to experience. Now, my name is Anthony Trucks. I'm a former NFL athlete, American Ninja Warrior on NBC, speaker, author, coach, and founder of Identity Shift, where I help people upgrade how they operate to elevate their lives and businesses. Now, we're in a situation where we're all having to be tucked away and at home, and a lot of us are wondering, what do we do? A lot of people are stressing and they're struggling, trying to figure out what's the next step, what's the next stage, should we shut everything down? And for me, like, I thrive on a stage. Like, that's where I am built to be, on a stage, chatting, sharing, talking. And I, like everybody else who is similar to me, I'm at home and I'm tucked away. But the thing is, everybody still needs me. The world still needs the heart and the passion and the caring inside of speakers' hearts and inside of their minds. If any time was more important to have it, now is the time. When people don't know what to do and they're sitting at home stressed out and struggling, they need joy. They need hope, inspiration. They need guidance. They need people to pour into them. And here's the beauty. There are pros to a virtual experience that you can't have with a live experience. And as I've been asked by a lot of clients and other colleagues saying, hey, what's going on? How can we best serve people? I started thinking, like, there are a lot of great nuances and benefits to doing a virtual experience. And so, I mean, one of them is it's cheaper to put on. If you're a planner or if you're a person that is trying to put your own event on, man, virtual, it's very cheap. I mean, besides the cost of internet and maybe a phone or a laptop, you can put an event on. You don't have to worry about, getting a room block. You have to worry about the room and the staging and having to get the AV, all that kind of stuff that adds up. It's much cheaper. Also, travel. You can seriously go from your bed to brushing your teeth to the computer in a matter of minutes, and you're there. You're live, and as soon as the event is done or the virtual experience is completed, you're off. You're doing whatever you want for the rest of the day with the insight already in your head. And what's also great is, if you think about speaking live on a stage, I can be sometimes 30, 40 feet from the first person, the first row. Whereas with this situation virtually, people can interact with me and talk to me live. Like, they can view me and see me right here, right now, and interact in real time. I can see their face. They can ask questions if I open up for questions. Like, I can give my keynote and I can see whether people are enjoying it or not because I can see their faces right there in front of me. And also, think about this. Q&As. Everybody loves to ask a great question, but let's be honest, whenever you have a room, I have to run a mic around, then I got to get the camera people to look at that person, or maybe it's after I've got off the stage and there's a line of people and one person asks a question that maybe 20 people wanted to hear, but because they're all in line, they can't hear that question. So the benefit of this situation with virtual is when someone asks a question, everybody gets to hear the answer, and quickly. I don't have to wait for someone to run around the room with a microphone. And maybe the question asked is one that 2, 3, 4, 5 people needed to hear, but they didn't even know to ask the question. It's a very intimate, unique space that honestly you can't do whenever you're live. And then there's honestly, you can interact with people at a different level that's more connected, more joyous, more personal because we're in their home. And what's also great, you don't have to worry about AV. You don't have to worry about getting people to get lights set up and cameras set up and all the things going on. In fact, what's unique about this situation, if you have the right speaker, you can have the speaker handle all of it. Like for me, when I hold a virtual experience, which is a keynote and a training and takeaways, I handle all of it. All a person has to do when they work with me is share a link with their attendees. And it's taken care of. Everything from the lighting setup, what you see here, the mics, the recordings, the slides. Oh, that's even better too. Slides. Like if I have a slide deck, I can send it in advance to somebody to use digitally. There'll be no printing up, no passing out. Digitally, right in front of them. And I can switch back and forth on my screen between the slides in real time. So a lot of people are wondering, hey, what is the next stage? What's the next step? Well, the beauty of this is this world, as we come out of the situation we're in, we're going to have a lot of remnants. There's going to be a lot of things people have learned and picked up on that they didn't even think were available prior to these moments in time. Which means they're going to realize I can do something at a distance, or I do know how to use a digital software platform. I can hop on, log in, watch a video, and listen and do slides. Maybe I don't want to travel as much as I used to have to go to an event. things are going to change. And in this new transition we're going to and shift, it's going to be big for you to shift with the shifting times. So whether you're a speaker or a coach, or whether you're a meeting planner looking at the next stage, you should highly consider a virtual experience. And what that is essentially is, it's a keynote. You get on and you listen and you share a powerful story and a speech with somebody live, just like this. And then it transitions to training, because it's unique in a space of, I don't have to go on a stage, then for training, go to a different room somewhere and reset up, and people are coming back and forth from the bathroom. Like, I can be right then and there with them and then give them very specific, actionable takeaways leading into a Q&A and going on. It's a completely different experience. And if you are wanting to be able to make a shift towards that, then you have got to start contemplating and thinking about considering a virtual experience. They're not impossible, they're powerful. And if you want more information, there's a button below this video. Click it, check it out. If you are not on a page with a button, send an email to the person who shared this with you and they'll give you more details. But that's it. I truly wish you the best. I pray this gives you all the insight and guidance to help you make a decision when weighing the two. Obviously, live's not going to disappear. It's always going to be part of it. But don't count out a virtual experience. There's a great deal of assets you can use in this space to grow your business, to grow your reach, and to make impact on the world.